Good morning. We'll call the DRC meeting to order March 19th. We'll start with roll call. Community Development is present. Police.
Andrew King.
Public Services is not present today. Fire.
Jeremy Holderfield.
And Building.
John Hansen's here.
All right. We have 5 special events. Lexi from Recreation is here. The first one is the Apopka Altamont VFW Seeger Experience.
So this event is put on by the VFW. It's a dinner and a show on Saturday, May 17th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. It is a fundraiser event with just a dinner, show, and live music. It'll be at the Apopka Community Center with about 250 people. They will be hiring off duty because there'll be alcohol. They have a simple setup, just chairs, tables, and stages. And they'll be using the VFW parking and the 5th Street public parking.
Any questions? All right. Community Development has nothing further. Police.
No comments.
Fire.
No comments.
And Building.
I don't have anything, thanks.
All right. Special event number 2. Reyes Fitness Professionals.
So this is an organized fitness event. It's called Murph. It'll be on Saturday, May 24th from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's an organized fitness event at Northwest at the roundabout on Barbecue Row. They're just going to be using that roundabout area rather than just the entire barbecue. This includes a mile run around the pond, but they'll be utilizing the sidewalk, so there won't be any crossing of the streets. They're expecting about 30 participants. They have a simple setup as well, a 10 by 10 merch tent. They'll be using signage to show their route for the mile run. They'll have snack stations, and then we'll be putting bike racks so no cars will be able to get through that roundabout, and then we'll close the roundabout gate on the other side. They do have an updated BTR, and it'll be included in the final review and approval email. And that is it for that one.
Any questions? All right. Community Development has nothing further. Police.
No comments.
Fire.
No comments.
Building.
I don't have anything, thank you.
Okay. Top Select Volleyball Academy. End of season family day.
This is a celebration for the end of volleyball season with the players, coaches, and families. It'll be at the Apopka Amphitheater on Sunday, June 8th from 8:30 to 4 p.m. They're expecting about 600 people. They'll have a DJ, games, 10 by 10 tents, no alcohol, and they'll be utilizing gates 1 and 2 of the paved parking in the complex.
Any questions? Community Development has nothing further. Police.
No comments.
Fire.
No comments, thank you.
And Building.
I don't have anything, thanks.
All right. The next one is Transform Outreach, Apopka Juneteenth.
So this is the same Juneteenth parade that we did last year. It'll be on Saturday, June 14th this year from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It'll have also a celebration at the end of the parade at Alonzo Williams Park. They're expecting about 100 people at the celebration, and last year they had about 20 to 25 entries of floats in the parade. They will be hiring off duty for road closures. There'll be food trucks, vendors, inflatables. The parade route will start at the VFW. It'll travel south on Central Avenue, turn right onto 10th Street, and then turn right onto Marvin Zanders, turn left onto MA Board, and finish at Alonzo Williams. And there will be road closures, but no alcohol.
Any questions?
Lexi, do you recall if that's the same route that we've been doing for the last couple of years?
That's the same route we did last year.
Okay.
We are going to confirm with her because it wasn't very detailed in the permit application, but that's what I'm going off of from last year.
Is this Monique?
Yeah.
So they have I know there's usually some additional setup through rec with stages, or is that a different?
The stage will be in the same place it was last year, I believe, on South and Central.
Okay,
I'll have to
so she's
confirm.
made arrangements.
Yeah.
Any further questions? All right. Community Development has nothing further. Police.
Nothing further.
Fire.
No comments, thank you.
Building.
I don't have anything, thank you.
Okay. The 5th and final special event, South Apopka Youth Development Association Skills Camp.
So this is a football skills camp with running and football drills on Saturday, June 21st from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Alonzo Williams Park. They're expecting about 125 people. They'll have 10 by 10 tents, no alcohol, and they'll be using the surrounding parking at Alonzo Williams.
Any questions? All right. Community Development has nothing further. Police.
No comments.
Fire.
No comments, thank you.
Building.
I don't have anything. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Lexi.
Thank you.
Okay, the next two items, the plat and the construction site plan, I'm going to take those two together for Haven Peace. Is the applicant in attendance? I'm the project manager on this one. This is the second submittal of a 4-lot subdivision. It's located north of the KPI. It's not in the KPI. It has a maximum density of just 1 unit an acre and required minimum open space of 35%. It was a planned unit development that was approved by the city council last summer, I believe, was the time frame for that. I think planning still had some minor comments on this, looking for an environmental assessment for the property, and then legal had some comments on the plat as well. Being that, oh, the applicant is in attendance. Okay, do you have any questions for the DRC? If so, I need you to come to the microphone so we can get you on the record.
Good morning. I'm Leo Quiterio, the engineer of record for the project. I'm here with the owner and the engineer designer, Luca, as well. We just would like to to collect whatever comments you guys have and move forward into the engineering plan review if possible. What comments?
Yeah, so the comments can be accessed in the OpenGov portal.
Okay.
I believe Public Services might have some for you next week,
Mhm.
as they're out this week, but kind of went over the gist of planning comments. Does any DRC member have any additional comments or
Yeah,
questions?
I do. You're good.
No, I'm good.
A question on water. I know this is a project's been around for a while. Obviously, you're planning on building, so fire hydrants will be added to the neighborhood.
Yes.
Getting water to that point from your nearest water source, as we continue to run water, we're going to be putting hydrants in continuously until we get to that neighborhood, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
So are you guys accessing water off of Plymouth Sorrento? Is that where?
do you need me to show utilities and fire lines in the preliminary subdivision?
That would be great for me if you could.
Okay.
Because I mean, that's it. Just, and I'm not trying to be a pain, but from where you guys are locating, where we're putting this at, it puts us in a really strenuous spot
course.
from the fire department not having access for water. So it's really important for us to have our water out there.
We'll do.
Thank you.
We'll tap into the potable.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, any additional questions? All right, so we'll go through for the construction site plan first, and then the plat, we'll discuss that next. Community development has nothing further other than the comments. Police,
No comments.
fire,
No other comments.
and building.
I don't have anything. Thank you.
Okay, and so we have the plat for this one. Like I said, it's a 4-lot plat. I believe legal is the only department that still has any comments outstanding, and I think they were pretty minor. And the revisions will be sent to the legal department. One thing I did want to point out is that I just noticed this is that it says city engineer is Richard Earp. He's no longer with the city.
Okay.
So I think we're going to have a new city engineer appointed tonight by the city council. I can send you the person's name and stuff
Please.
for that.
Thank you.
Other than that, any questions or comments from the DRC? Okay, community development has nothing further. Police,
No comments.
fire,
No other comments. Thank you.
and building.
I don't have anything. Thanks.
And one thing I do want to point out is that the plat is required to go to the planning commission and then the city council, both in a public hearing. That's per our land development regulations. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, the next item on the agenda, Wolf Lake Ranch Phase 2. Gene Sanchez is project manager.
Good morning. This is the second submittal for Wolf Lake Ranch Phase 2. This is the proposed subdivision north of Poncan Road and east of Poncan Pines Road. And it's really it's a continuation of the Phase 1. If y'all remember that, it's just adjacent to the school. And let's see here. The only question that was really significant, the first submittal for planning, was the density. And I just want to give you all a heads up because it's going to come before you in the near future when they plat, is that they're going to replat a portion of the Phase 1 in order to achieve the density that they need for Phase 2. Right now, I think it showed well, actually, in the previous submittal, it showed a certain acreage that would only yield 59, but their MDP shows a piece of the northern part of phase one that's going to add square footage to the north. So it's going to yield 60 lots. I didn't get any comments from anyone else. However, public services, both the public services utility manager as well as the interim city engineer are both out of the office. So comments are going to be forthcoming on that. I'll follow up with them when they get back. But if there are any questions, I'm happy to try to answer them.
Any questions for Gene or for the applicant who is in attendance? All right. Hearing none, community development has nothing further. Police,
No comments.
fire,
No comments. Thank you.
building.
I don't have anything. Thank you.
Okay. The next item on the agenda is, we already talked about Haven Peace. Laurel Oaks construction site plan, second submittal. Gene is the project manager. Gene, it's time for Laurel Oaks.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What'd you say?
Laurel Oaks.
Sorry, guys. This Laurel Oaks revision, I think most of you remember this. This is just west of Plymouth Sorrento Road. And it is adjacent to Winding Meadows. The revision actually only involves a lift station that public services wanted to bring back to DRC, but ironically, I don't think Da had a chance to look at it before he left for vacation. So this is essentially already, a lot of infills have gone through this. So we've approved a lot of the single family permits already. And so there's construction going on over there. They just needed to revise the pump station details or calculations.
Any questions? All right. Community development has nothing further. Police,
No comments.
fire,
No comments. Thank you.
building.
I don't have anything. Thank you.
That takes us to the discussion portion of the agenda. Any items for discussion? Hearing none, we're adjourned.